What up, good people? In this video, I'm gonna show you some tricks that I use to get width and just kind of add some stereo spread to your vocals. Um, these things are subtle, but a lot of times they make all the difference. Um, First thing I usually do a lot of times, I usually have it set up in my template is this harmonizer. Um, it's pretty much the exact replica of Dave Pensado's preset for his harmonizer that he likes to use. So really what it is just a doubler, a EQ with some added top end, low kick there, and imager that just add more width to it. And it also has some reverb on there as well. And depending on the song, what you're doing, you're gonna want to adjust the reverb on that harmonizer accordingly. So I'm gonna take a listen real quickly without the harmonizer.
Them hundos got the flow flooded. Them bad bitches know they all love it. Come in, baby, you should let me touch it. I respect what you're doing, cause you.
All right, so you can hear it already has some reverb and it's pretty much already there, almost there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll bring in a harmonizer and just to let you hear the effect, and then I'll dial it back down. Usually I like to use the harmonizer subtly. Sometimes I'll be a little bit more dramatic with it depending on the song and what it calls for. But usually I'm usually very subtle with the harmonizer that I use for it. So we'll start bringing it in and get a listen to it.
Them hundos got the flow flooded. Them bad bitches know they all love it. Come in, baby, you should let me touch it. I respect what you're doing, cause you hustling. Baby, turn up for this shit. Shake it faster than a vet. Treat that pussy like a pet. Treat that pussy like a pet. Yeah, we know what we doing. My niggas the coolest. They ain't throwing no money. Them niggas look foolish. They ain't no money over there.
All right, so you can already hear what kind of effect it has. It kind of even gives it a little bit more brightness, as well as some width to it. So another thing that I usually like to do for width in terms of vocals is I like to use this stereo maker from Brainworks. But I've seen some people put it directly on the vocal track. And I would just highly recommend that you not do that unless you're going for an effect. And that's because you want to maintain the mono signal on the mono path. And what this is doing is it's taking a mono signal and it's making it stereo. So what I like to do is I like to blend in that stereo signal so I can still have the integrity of my mono signal intact. So, and usually, there's a knob here. You can see the tone knob. It usually comes in at 100. I push it up to 125, and for me, I find it works really well for vocals at that tone right there. So I'll start bringing up this Vox spread so you can hear it.
Them hundos got the flow. Them hundos got the flow flooded. Them bad bitches know they all love it. Come in, baby, you should let me touch it. I respect what you're doing, cause you hustling. Baby, turn up for this check. Shake it faster than a vet. Treat that pussy like a pet. Treat that pussy like a pet. Yeah, we know what we doing. My niggas the coolest. They ain't throwing no money. Them niggas look foolish. Ain't no money over there.
All right, so you can kind of hear the effect that the Vox spread is. So I'll play it again one more time without first, and I'll let you hear it. I'll bring it in.
Hundos got the flow flooded. Them bad bitches know they all love it. Come in, baby, you should let me touch it. I respect what you're doing, cause you hustling. Baby, turn up for this chick. Shake it fast.
All right. And another thing to keep in mind is If need be, EQ, because you understand you're bringing in you're bringing in more audio basically. So that could mean extra harshness and certain treble frequencies. So keep that in mind. Here you can see I'm cutting a lot of the low end out. Some of the stuff in a 2K range. Um, but that's something to keep in mind, as well as reverb. I have a touch of reverb on this Vox spread, just so it could kind of still sit in the mix and still, um, kind of blend in with everything that's going on. All right. Hope that was useful for you guys. If you guys got any questions, just give me a shout. All right. Peace.